My daughter has not taken off her jacket in 4 months. I just learned the reason, and I wish I hadn't. At first I thought she was just cold or shy. Her name is Lily. Every morning she left for school zipped up tight, even when the sun was hot and bright. She slept in it. She showered with it hanging on a hook where she could still see it. One night I tried to wash it, and she screamed so loud I thought she was hurt. I stopped touching it right away. I thought it was about the divorce or stress or some new school fear. But last week I found out what she was hiding. It started back in March when she said the jacket felt heavy. I checked the pockets and found nothing. April came and she looked thinner, but she kept saying she felt full. Her skin looked pale and her hands shook when she ate. By May she wouldn't go anywhere without the jacket. Her teacher said she kept dozing off in class. I thought she was not sleeping well. Then I smelled something like wet earth mixed with rot. It was coming from her jacket. I told her to take it off and wash it. She began crying saying please don't hurt it. I asked what asterisk was, and she said she didn't know, only that it helped her breathe better when she needed it. I wrote everything down. May 15th, she said she could feel something touching her back from inside the jacket. May 22nd, it moved, like a heartbeat under the fabric. May 30th, I felt heat pouring out of it strong like fever. June 4th, I saw her put her food under the jacket instead of her mouth. Meat. Bits of it pressed into the zipper gap. I thought she was losing her mind until I saw the jacket pulse after she fed it. I saved a camera from my old job and set it up in her room. The night of June 9th, I saw it. The jacket opened slightly near her neck and something black slid around her shoulder. It wrapped around her arms tight, like roots digging into soil. It moved with her breath. Lily was still asleep. The next morning, she said she felt fine. She ate nothing for breakfast, but her cheeks glowed red like she had just run a mile. I called our doctor, Dr. Black. He came fast. He looked at her jacket with gloves on and told me not to panic. He used a small scanner and his face turned white. He called someone else from his phone right away. 30 minutes later, a van stopped in front of my house with 3 people in gray suits. They carried boxes with weird screens that beeped. They made Lily lie down flat, but she smiled the whole time like it was normal. One of them scanned the jacket again. On the screen, I saw something moving. It looked like a body inside, but wrong. The jacket was not cloth anymore. It was flesh. It had parts that pulsed and flexed like organs and shapes that looked like tiny ribs. The lead doctor said Lily's jacket had attached itself to her spine and replaced part of her lungs and her heart. When she breathed, it swelled gently like gills. They said if they removed it now, she would die in seconds. The fabric was alive. It was feeding her while also feeding on her. I sat down on the floor because my legs would not work. I asked how it could even happen. They said they had seen 2 other cases in our state. Always children. All started around the same time this spring. One boy's hat, one girl's gloves. They called it adaptive parasitic fusion. Dr. Black whispered that it might not even be from here. That it could have grown from something buried under the school grounds after a construction dig. Lily heard all this and did not seem scared. She said, Mom, it's not hurting me. It loves me. She said it talks to her when she dreams. That it says they will help fix our world. That soon everyone will have one. On June 20th, she stopped eating at all, yet she stayed alive. She said the jacket keeps her full. Her skin began getting small green veins near the sleeves. She said the jacket was teaching her how to grow new skin together with it. I called the hospital again and nobody answered. I called Dr. Black and his office line was disconnected. I went to the school and most of her classmates were wearing the same kind of jacket now. The teachers looked normal, but their eyes were empty. I saw one child's sleeve twitch on its own like something was crawling right under it. I took Lily home and locked our door. That night I woke up because something was moving downstairs. I heard her voice but not like before. It was deep and calm, saying words I didn't understand. I peeked into the living room and saw her jacket had split open down the back. Inside it glowed faintly green. She sat there whispering to it like it was a pet. I could see her skin connected to it in thin strands. I tried to call out but my mouth felt dry. She turned and smiled and her eyes reflected green light. She said, Mom, it's almost time. I said, time for what? She said, when it finishes we will be free from hunger and pain. We will never be alone again. The next morning she didn't wake up for school. She just lay there breathing slow. I thought she was dying but her pulse was strong. Tiny vines had grown around the edges of her jacket. They clung to the floor. Every few hours they shifted direction toward the window. By July 2nd they reached the glass. I tried to cut a few with scissors. The moment I did, Lily screamed and blood poured from the vines, not from her body but from them. I stopped. I felt sick. I realized the vines were veins. They were hers. On July 8th, Lily stood up at dawn. She was taller. The jacket had fused into her completely. There was no zipper now. Her voice sounded calm like wind in trees. She said, Mom, do not cry. I can breathe for both of us now. I backed away and she smiled again. She stepped outside barefoot and the grass under her feet grew taller. At every step the color changed from brown to bright green. The air smelled clean. For one second I almost believed her, but then I saw what followed behind her. Other kids, all wearing the same kind of jacket. Some gray, some red, but all alive. Their eyes were faintly glowing. They walked slow and steady in rows. I hid inside the house and looked out the window. The street was silent. The sky looked hazy green. I think they are spreading something. The walls near the window started to sweat clear liquid that smells like rain. The locks on my doors began to pulse like veins. Lily stood outside smiling, saying, Look, Mom, the world is healing. But the ground was moving like skin. I can still hear her voice now. She is calling my name softly from just beyond the wall. She tells me I do not have to be scared. She says if I open the door, it will stop hurting. I feel warmth through the wood. All I can think of is how tired I feel. She says the same words again and again. Just put it on, Mom. It only hurts a little. Then you will see what I see.